Hi everyone, it's Shelby. Welcome back to Freestyle Friday. In today's Weight Watcher meeting, our topic was being the boss of your hunger. And we talked about not so much the physiological hunger or the internal hunger, meaning, when you get a case of the hangries or your stomach growls or you get a little shaky, we all know when we have those signs that it's time to eat, and that's appropriate. We focused more on the external hunger, and I'm going to give you guys an example because it happened to me. This week when Ken and I went on our date, we went to lunch, and normally we'll catch a movie or something. But this week, we were trying to be good, and Ken suggested going to the mall and walking instead of going to the movies. So I thought, move more. Sounds good. Let's do it. So we got to the mall, and I thought I was being pretty smart because I thought, the mall's not going to get me. It's not going to get my money. I'm putting my purse, my credit cards, my money in the trunk. I'm not even taking it in. I'm here for business, and that means walking. So I kind of went in with this like being a boss, I was there for business. But I tell you what, the moment I hit those two big glass doors, the entrance to the mall, I was assaulted by Cinnabon. That smell wafted down that hallway. Oh my goodness. And Ken and I just kind of looked at each other and we just said, just keep walking, just keep walking. Well, we had to walk past the Cinnabon storefront to kind of get into the mall, and there was a crowd of people there. And there's a big plate glass window if you've never been to Cinnabon. And the Cinnabon girl, she's making Cinnabons, and everybody likes to stop and watch. Well, they had a crowd watching. So we actually had to go around the crowd to get into the mall. I thought we were safe, but that Cinnabon company, they're a little sneaky. I tell you what, they had another Cinnabon girl. She was on the other side with a freshly baked Cinnabon. It was like still steaming, and the icing was just kind of coming all down the sides, melting in, and she had it cut up into little pieces, and she was giving them out as samples. Well, I just thought, oh gosh, just keep walking, don't make eye contact. But she caught me. And then when she got me, she had a little piece with some tongs, and she got it right here. Ma'am, would you like a sample? So I'm not only smelling it and seeing it, I could almost taste it. My mouth started to water, and all I could say was, no, thank you. And I looked at Ken like, help me. And his big advice to me was, quote, run, Forrest, run, end quote. And that's what we did. We skedaddled down that mall. We just, it was horrible. But those external cues that were being placed on us, the sights, the smell, the almost I could taste it, those were the things that were really driving this external hunger. I wasn't physically hungry. I just got finished eating lunch. Whew, it was a close call. But the farther we got away from the Cinnabon store, the better it was. I will say that. And I did a few things. I replaced the image of the Cinnabon with my why. Why am I on this journey? Why am I trying to lose weight? And once I had that as a focal point, it was like, okay, I felt like it was like someone had slapped me out of a Cinnabon trance. I had been like, Cinnabon, Cinnabon, and then it was like, okay, I'm back. But I could still smell it. It was getting a little less. It was dissipating, but it was still there. And I said out loud to Ken, I'm choosing my health and my happiness. And he added, he goes, you're not only choosing your health and your happiness, but you are choosing to, like a conscious enjoyment. You can have a Cinnabon, but do it on your own terms. Be the boss of the Cinnabon. Don't go in there and just, fall prey to it when you're not even physically hungry. If you're going to have a Cinnabon, make it when you are going to have it, when it fits into your plan. you know, and maybe don't even have like a whole one. He goes, they're about as big as your head. I mean, you could take it home and feed a family of 12. Just take a sliver out of it. And I started thinking about it and I thought, yeah, you know, that would be doable. I could do like a sliver. I said, I don't know if it's going to make it home though, so that might be a problem. So then I started coming up with these like Lucy and Ethel kind of ideas in my head, because I kind of think like that. And I thought, if I choose to have a Cinnabon, what I would do is I would make friends with the person behind me in the Cinnabon line. If it was some like random dude, I don't care. I would turn around and introduce myself and say, hey, I'm Shelby, I'm on Weight Watchers. I want to buy a Cinnabon, but I can't really eat a whole Cinnabon. All I want is a little sliver of a Cinnabon. And I see that you're in the Cinnabon line. Could I possibly buy you a Cinnabon and a cup of coffee? And the girl could take a little sliver off the end, and it would be a win-win. I could get my little sliver of Cinnabon. You get a free, almost whole Cinnabon. It's not like I took a bite of it. You're not going to share cooties with me or anything. And you know, you have a good story about a crazy lady you met in the Cinnabon line at the mall when you go into work. Tell all the guys. So I'd probably do something like that, because, you know, but whatever you do, whatever the strategy, you want to be the boss of it. You want to do it on your own terms and have it serve you, really, ultimately, and not give in to all the external cues that drive this external hunger. So that was the topic this week, you guys. I hope that if you have a moment like I had and you get assaulted at the mall, you can keep running. And if you know, like they say that a fight or flight is like our response to like a dangerous situation. You make one of two choices. You can stand there, or you can fight it, or you can just run. And I think if you're caught with a Cinnabon, just run. It worked for me. Okay, guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Be the boss of your hunger, and just knock it out of the park. I'll see you later.